And we are back. I do not know what happened or why that happened, but I'm still working out the kinks of this. I am not in any way, shape, or form an expert at going live on YouTube. Let me see if I can do this a little. Oh, this was annoying before. So that's better, I would say. So actually, let me lower it. There we go. So let's get back to where we were in the reading. Okay, so we're at Capricorn. So Capricorn, I would say that there's definitely somebody lying to you. There's somebody that is not telling you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. They're not. There's definitely some sort of underlying issue that you're not being told or that you're not aware of. And then we've got um temperance here. Temperance is letting me know that temperance is not, it's not really panning out, or you're trying to balance yourself out, but the more you try, the more you're feeling trapped in your situation and not being able to like leave or mentally sort of relieve yourself because of whatever is happening here. So there's definitely I mean, you're trying with temperance to sort of balance yourself out and balance your situation out, but it's not really, I don't think it's really panning out the way that you would hope. But yeah. Um let's see. What is the advice that we have for Capricorn? Because I'm just getting this sense of feeling trapped. You're feeding yourself lies, I think is what's happening. And Capricorn, you're all about business and making money and making profit. And this could be the problem right now, that you're not making profit when it comes to, or strides, strides to get what you want. So that might be something that you need to work on. So yeah, for some of you, it's like a sense of you're kind of lying to yourself that you can accomplish something, or that you can do something. But the more you sort of push yourself, the more um, you feel trapped mentally and emotionally. I would feel um, that's what I'm getting, because with the temperance, you're attempting to get break free from it, but and I feel like you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself about what's going on and not the other way around. So there's that. Mm. That's what I'm getting for you, Capricorn. So I would say just be careful. Um, yeah, just be careful. Let's see here. Let's see, what's the advice. What should Capricorn do to better their situation and not feel so trapped? What should they do? The Emperor. I would say get in contact with somebody who knows better than you. Get in contact with somebody that can be very honest and brutally tell you the truth, because the Emperor is that person, and they can actually help you, maybe financially or when it comes to your business, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. They will probably know more than you, way more than you, and can definitely help you with moving forward with your business, with whatever it is you want to accomplish, whether it be, like I said, I'm saying business because it's Capricorn. So Capricorn is usually all business. But I would say just be careful and make sure that that you talk to somebody. Don't sit on it, because if you sit on it, this is going to continue the rest of the week, and you don't want that. You don't want that kind of just drowning in your own self doubt. That's not a way to live. Okay, let's see here. So that's Capricorn. We've got lots to go. Okay, Aquarius. Get some water, because ooh, your girl's losing her voice. So Aquarius, what's going on with Aquarius for next week? What's going on with Aquarius for next week? Okay, Aquarius, you've got, not bad. We've got the world, the Ten of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So that's letting me know that hmm, you've definitely got a lot going on, especially with somebody who is a Page of Pentacles. There could be a new beginning here, obviously, but it's also an ending. So at the beginning of the week, there's something that's ending in your life. Like maybe you're putting, closing the book on a chapter in your life of some kind. It is a major arcana, so it could be something major, the major arcana. But I'm seeing a lot of that, and the fact that you have the Ten of Cups. So it's saying that basically like things are moving quickly, but happily. You're happy about this. This is a good chapter. This is a good closing. For some of you, this might be I don't know why I'm getting this, but you wouldn't think this because of the Ten of Cups, but I feel like some of you are getting a divorce or separating from somebody, and either you're matching up with somebody else, or there's a sense of maybe some of you are single parents and you're leaving with your child, but there's definitely a closing of such. Because it for me, the Ten of Cups is the Ten of Cups is all about family love, or like community love. So I would say that for some of you that is the case. This is something that you've been wanting. But I do feel like you have a child, or there is somebody else in your life that is younger than you that you might take care of or feel a need to be a parent to a certain degree. So, and I'm not seeing anything negative about that. So I would say that that's a good point in your life. That's a good chance, a good period in your life. So let's see. What's the advice for Aquarius? What's the advice for Aquarius? Let's see. Yeah, yeah. You're definitely going to be getting what you want, what you need. You're gonna get your justice, whatever it is. You're gonna get your family. You're gonna get everything, and it's all because of you. It's all because you fought. You did it. You moved it forward. So it's saying keep going. I would say in the advice column when it comes to that, Aquarius. There's definitely a sense of winning, a sense of, like I said, winning, getting what you want, your family being happy, being safe. And with I would say with the Page of Pentacles, it's also a sense of stability that you're going to be having just with your family and maybe even financially. So definitely a thumbs up on that. Okay, so the next one um, is Pisces. So let's see what's going on with Pisces next week. What is Pisces doing next week? Is there anything going on with Pisces next week? Pisces, you're bored out of your goddamn mind. You've got the Four of Cups. So that's like really bored, really sort of like not liking your life right now. And then you've got the Six of Pentacles. So you're going to ask for advice. You're going to ask for advice. You're going to ask for some help, because the next card that you have is the Fool. So you might be starting something new, but you're definitely going to be asking for advice. You might even be asking for money. So just letting you know, doesn't necessarily mean that you are. It just means that that is a possibility that you'll be asking for money for some sort of monetary maybe advice of some kind. You might be getting a new job, or trying to get a new job because you're kind of tired with where you're at. It sort of sucks your soul. Maybe it's not the type of job or career that you want. um I mean, it pays the bills, but it's not satisfying you emotionally, which for you, you have to have something that satisfies you emotionally, because if not, you can get depressed, you can get really lonely. I mean, hello. the Four of Cups, it is that. It's that depression. It's like, oh God, do I have to like do this again? And it could be something that you loved prior, but you've gotten tired of it already. It's already kind of like old for you. So yeah, I would say that that's something that you need to look at or be careful with. Um, but I do feel like you're going to be coming out of it. So either if you were looking for a job, they're going to call you. There's going to be that connection. I'm also seeing a sense of just being maybe tired with your surroundings, with your life in general. But for some reason, I'm feeling more career or more job related stuff. But I could be wrong, so don't take my word for it. Um, I do feel like with this, with the Fool, you do have this connection of coming out of it and seeing sort of like the light at the end of the tunnel. The only downside with the Fool, I would say, is that, well, it's in the name itself, the Fool. It's somebody who doesn't have enough experience, or somebody who, um, it's like when you're a teenager and you're going to college, and it's like a brand new world. You're being treated like an adult, not like a child, and you don't really know what to do and how to do it, and it's all, you're all over the place. So I would suggest that whatever it is that you're starting out with, because you're kind of bored and tired of the past or what you're doing now, whatever it is, um, it's something that you're not, that's new to you, that you're not, that you don't have the experience for, um, and you make it until you break it. But you is it that, that's how you say it, right? Yep, that's how you say it. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of where I'm getting. It's like a new adventure, a new thing, but you might not have the experience to really make it happen the way that you want it to, or that you need it to. So just be aware of that. Um, let's see. What is the advice for Pisces this week coming up? What is the advice? What do they know? What do they know? What do they need to know to get where they want to get to? The the nine of Pentacles. So that's letting you know that that's definitely work related. Uh, definitely. So I would say that you will be getting where you want to get to, where the financially you are stable. You don't need anybody else to financially help you out. So this is a good route with what you're doing, but just be careful because you're kind of new at it. That's what I would say. But the advice is, have faith in yourself, because you will get here. You will get to the point where you are financially stable. You don't have to ask for money from friends, or you don't have to work somewhere that you're not really content with just because you need to pay bills. So I would say you're getting there. You're definitely getting there. It's basically saying whatever you're doing to get to where you want to get to financially. Um, this week might be like a little bit of a breakthrough. Okay, I'm not saying you're gonna get everything. I'm just saying that you're going in the right direction, is what I'm saying. Okay. So let's see who is next. And after Pisces, we've got Aries. Okay. So Aries. Aries. Okay. What does Aries need to know for this upcoming week? What is it that Aries needs to know for this upcoming week? Aries. Ooh, okay. Hmm. Aries. You have the King of Swords. So you're going to have somebody that's going to be very straightforward and direct with you, that you may or may not like. But this person, whether it be you or somebody else, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So that person or you, because for some of you it's going to be who you um, is going to bring about some financial stability in your household, from what I'm seeing here. But the last card is the Moon card. So that's a lot of like stability, then upheaval, then stability and upheaval. So I would say that hmm, I'm feeling like a lot of strain on you though, for some reason or another. Something tells me that you've been holding the ball with your lives right now, and not just yours, but like your families. So you might be the main breadwinner or the main person that everybody looks towards for help at the current moment, considering mainly like your family or whatever you consider to be family. And I get the impression that that person or that it's almost like if you're sacrificing your sanity for for everybody else, for everybody else to be happy. But I'm feeling like you feel left out. You feel disconnected, especially with the King of Swords. You feel emotionally disconnected from this group of people, is what I'm getting. It's a sense of not wanting to connect because you feel that if you do, you won't be able to move forward with what you want. But by the end of it, you're so stressed out, you're so overwhelmed that you go a little cuckoo. Um and I'm not saying like cuckoo isn't like the real deal. Well, for some of you might be that you might have a breakdown, but I'm feeling like nightmares. Um I'm feeling more nightmares like late at night, like waking up in the middle of the night, cold sweat kind of a thing is what I'm seeing here for you Aries. That is not fun. Um so this upcoming week might be very stressful for you emotionally, mentally. Um I feel like for some of you, like I said, you're disconnected emotionally, and it's going to reverberate through your psyche. And I would say be very careful, do some self care, um, because if this continues, it'll get worse, and it won't be in your benefit. You're actually hurting yourself more than helping yourself. Because I do feel like some of you are trying to be selfless. Um, so then everybody else is happy, but you're sort of not connecting with people emotionally. So that's something that you need to like really, really, really pay attention to. Okay, what is the advice for um, Aries? What is the advice for Aries? What is the advice for Aries for next week? So they can have a better week. What's the advice for Aries? Don't argue. Don't fight when people give you advice or try to help you out, because if not, you're not going to move forward and it's going to get worse, like I said. And also fight for yourself. You know, you're also worthy of happiness and of peace. So I would say if during this week people keep nagging you for, hey, what about this? What about that? Take some time off and just say, no, I got some time. I need some time for myself because it's important. Okay. Do not, do not um disconnect. Okay. And I know that might be hard for you because you feel you need to, but don't just disconnect. Okay. Next, we're doing Taurus. My mom is a Taurus. Let's see. What do we got for Taurus? What's coming up next week for the sign of Taurus? Let me see. Aw. So you got the Three of Swords. What's sad? Then you got the Three of Rods. And then you got the Eight of Rods. From the looks of it, it seems like you're hurting for some reason or another. There's some sort of heartbreak or heart related issue um, for some of you, and you're kind of waiting for somebody. Maybe you're waiting for a friend or somebody to call you because there's definitely wanting of communication. So I would say at the end of the week, you do get that communication. I do feel like you're ready for it with the rods, the three of rods here. And it's more like reassurance that I'm thinking, or a friendship that you're hoping to connect to, because I feel like there's a sense of loneliness. Um, and it could be like three people because of three of swords is three swords, obviously. The upside is that whatever it was that somebody did to you, it's done. Like, it's not happening again, or it's kind of over. So I would say that you don't have that to worry about at the current moment. Um, so yeah, that's what I would see right now for you guys. So I would say, like, don't stress about it, because I feel that there is going to be a connection. There is going to be people calling you, maybe apologizing, because you do feel like you need an apology. So there might be an apology, or some sort of issue that was done to you is being fixed, or at least there's like some sort of communication about it. So it's not like you're being ignored. You end up getting that communication with that person or that organization that has been, maybe trying to contact you and you didn't think that they would. For some of you, it could be like, sort of maybe getting an approval for something. But it feels as though at first you felt cheated. You felt like they didn't care about you, they didn't want you, but there's definitely a reconnection, or definitely an apology. I'm feeling like there's an apology happening here, or a sense of like, let me explain myself, please. Um, and it's something that you're waiting for. It's almost as, well, Taurus are really like, you're really stubborn. You're really like, no, I need this, or I can't do XYZ. And I think that's what's happening here. You feel like you need that apology. You feel like you need that connection, I guess, or that acknowledgement is more than anything. So just be aware of that. Let's see. What's the advice for Taurus coming up? What's the advice? Yeah. Yeah, it's friendship. It's like a group of people, at least three of them. They're coming to apologize. They're definitely going to apologize. They want to mend things with you. They want to work things out. So you're going to be hearing from them this week coming up, or at least around that time, you will start hearing from them, um, hearing what they have to say, um, them trying to explain themselves, and them wanting most likely a reconnection as friends. For all you know, this could be like, I feel like sisters. So this could be, um, family related, um, for some of you, or it could be siblings, or it could be like friends that you see as siblings. So just for some of you, that might be the case. Anywho, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's see what's next on the docket here. Ooh, two more. Okay, so we got Gemini. So Gemini, let's see what we've got for Gemini. Let's see. Gemini. What's going on with Gemini? What's going on with Gemini this upcoming week? What's going on with Gemini? Is Gemini good? What's going on with Gemini next week? Ooh, okay. Gemini. This is one, two, three, four, five, six. Six, yeah. Six of rods. That means an accomplishment. And you're getting acknowledged for that accomplishment. So it could be some sort of project that you were doing, but it is the world card that you have next. So that's letting me know that there's gonna be, like, yeah, you're victorious and people are like patting you on the back, but whatever it is, it's the end of it. It's like, a sense of like, you've closed a chapter in your life next week. That's what's going to be happening. Then we've got the Knight of Rods. So it's going to be definitely quick because you have a lot of rods here, a lot of fire energy. So it's going to be like very smooth, very quick. I'm not seeing anything blocking you. And it feels sort of like a retirement of some sort. Shit, it just like thunder really loud. I don't think you guys could hear it, but holy fudge. Okay, so I do feel like things are going to be moving forward for you, and there's definitely going to be some sort of accomplishment when it comes to your love life, not your love life, sorry. I'm feeling some of it is court related for some reason. Like it could be some sort of yeah, court related. I don't know why, but I see like a gavel, the thing that the judge hits, and I see like a courtroom. So it could be something legal that you are working towards, but you're getting the answers to next week that you are, you are winning. That's how I could describe it. But I feel like for some of it is definitely legal issues, legal matters that are going to give you some props. Um, and it's going to be the end of it, or the finishing of that journey. So it could be like maybe you're working on a case, maybe you're a lawyer. For some of you, it's going to just be. I'm still seeing legal or corporate related type paperwork for most of you. So it's probably going to be something along those lines, and you're going to be able to walk away from it, not necessarily richer, but in a sense, sort of like you're going to be able to pack your things up and just go and be done with it, and not have to worry about um, anyone else or anything else. Uh, it's almost like going on vacation afterwards. So let's see what's going on with um, with Gemini. What's going on with Gemini? Is it Gemini? We're on Gemini, right? Gemini. Yeah, Gemini. Gemini. We're on Gemini. What's the advice for Gemini? Ah, yes. Keep at it. You're gonna get the recognition of the work that you're doing with the Three of Pentacles. So it's definitely, I don't know, it just keeps screaming at me that this is like, well, you're Gemini. So yeah, you're gonna see things more related to words and how you speak and whatnot. Because you're an air sign. So that's why I'm getting a lot of legal connections or corporate related stuff. Oh, I forgot to charge my computer and it's running out of batteries. Let me do this before we turn off. There we go. So I'm definitely seeing that whatever it is that your endeavors are, you're going to be fine. You're going to be on top of everything. So I'm not seeing any real warning. The only thing I'm seeing as advice is just keep at it. Whatever it is that you're doing to achieve your goals, do them. Okay. And again, recognition of your hard work. So I'm definitely seeing this chapter of your life ending, but it's going to be good. There might be a party. I'm also seeing like maybe a celebration of some kind with the people that were involved in whatever you were trying to accomplish. So this week is going to be very festive. Like there's going to be some maybe some festivities of sorts. Also, I'm getting a sense of acknowledge the people that helped you, because even though you were part of it and you're getting all the recognition, there were other people in the background that you may have not noticed or may have not thought of. Acknowledge them too, because they helped you just as much as you helped the situation or whatever it is that you were working on. Okay, because I feel like even though this chapter is over, or that you're going to be like, okay, this is done, I've finished this, um, they might still be working. They might still be, they may have not caught up with what you've accomplished, or with your chapter in it. So I would say like try to help them out or try to give them that acknowledgement that that might help them out. Okay, so that is your reading, Gemini. I hope that you enjoyed. Um, let's see. Cancer is the last one. All right, so Cancer is the last sign that we're doing tonight. If you guys want to see like the first couple signs, I have another video because it died on me for some reason, and then I had to go and start another live to finish up the signs. Hopefully next time this does not happen. But here we go. Let's see here. Cancer. What's going on next week with Cancer? What should Cancer be aware of? What should they look out for? Sign of Cancer. Okay, we've got the Six of Cups, the Page of not rods, Pentacles, and the Four of Rods. Okay, so I think you're going to be meeting somebody or um, going out, maybe on a date, or some kind or sort with an earth sign, which is good for you because earth and water signs actually mix well together for the most part. So I would say that's a good combo for you. And I'm also seeing a sense of there's definitely going to be a connection between you and this person. This could be somebody from your past because I'm seeing the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is like about reminiscing of the old days, about like when things were great. It could also mean past life connections and such. So there's definitely something going on with that, specifically with this page of Pentacles. You might be meeting up at a gathering, at a wedding because of this card. Um, it also could mean house and home. So it could mean that you're going to be meeting up with somebody that you've known. Oh my God, I feel like some of you guys are meeting up with like an old friend that you haven't seen since like college or high school or something. And this person's younger than you or has like a younger spirit at heart. Um, they could be an earth sign themselves or just have that kind of energy. Um, it's cute. I'm seeing like this sense of like, yeah, like old friendship or like it might be old love. Could be. Not saying it's not, but it feels very beautiful, very calm. Um, it's actually very beautiful. So I would say just, I would say like enjoy it, reminisce it, like I'm feeling like a lot of like it's very laid back for you this month. I'm not feeling anything overwhelming because even though this is, a very important card, like I said, it's about old love or old friendships, reminiscing about good times when things were easier, innocent in everybody's life. Um, it's not a card of, and it's like high emotions, but it's not a card of reckless emotions. It's a card of like sort of like, wow, man, do you remember when this happened? It's kind of that feeling. Like it's cute. It's wholesome. It's beautiful. So I'm not seeing you have um like a bad week or there being anything really negative that you have to look out for. It feels to me like Answer, you've got it all like really good this week. It's especially with this because it could be like for some of you it's like a wedding that you're going to, and either a wedding or some sort of gathering that you have to go to, and you know you're going to meet this person. You know that this person's going to show up, and there's definitely going to be a connection again. Um, I'm not saying it's romantic Not that it can't be, but I'm not saying it has to be romantic. It could be just the two of you reminiscing about when you were kids. Um, for some of you could be like a family reunion, and you're just like seeing family that you haven't seen in a long time that you maybe you grew up with, um, and you're just sort of reconnecting with them. You know, like a cousin or a sibling that you haven't seen in a long time. So it's not, like I said, it's not necessarily romantic. It's very pure though. It's very pure and beautiful is what I'm seeing more than anything, Cancer. So I mean, it's a good week. It's definitely going to be a good week for you. Let me see. Overall, what's the advice for Cancer? Because we can't let you out. We can't leave you out. Here we go. What's the advice for Cancer to make this week even better for them? The Queen of Rods. So you might be the main the older one of the two, and it's just showing that maybe it's your party, maybe it's your gathering that you're doing at your house that they're going to show up. um so be a good hostess, I would say, even though but it's more about you telling stories, because I feel like the for me the Queen of Rods is definitely a fire sign, or somebody who has that energy of just being like, "Hey guys, what's up?" And like they're kind of like the not the main character in a party, but mainly like the main fun person. So definitely it could be like that. That's what's going on. The advice is, and I'm also getting for some of you, it's that yeah, that's what you should be. But also, what I'm getting is for some of you, it's ignore this person and just hang out with your friend. Don't worry about this person. If like you're worried about somebody taking that person away, um, don't worry about it. Just ignore this person and just go off and do your thing with that other person. That makes sense. But I do think that this party is gonna be good, or this gathering. It doesn't have to be like a full on party. It could be just like friends hanging out at somebody's house For the most part. Okay, so those are all the signs. The other ones that I did, because I started with Capricorn on this video, on the other ones are on the other video, which is part one, which for some reason or another, my internet wasn't doing so well. So it cut right through Capricorn. So I had to start over on this video with Capricorn. So yeah, I do plan on maybe doing this on a regular basis once a week. I don't know just yet, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you want that or not, leave down on the comments section if you're interested. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Um, Hopefully the audio is good or not. I don't know, but let's find out. Okay. Okay. So I think we're done for this video, and somebody's walking in. Nope. And even though I told them not to come in, they're still coming in. Okay. So I think that's it. I do not know how to turn this off. Um, how do I turn this off? I have no idea how to turn this off. Okay. What if I just log out of here? Okay. Will not end immediately, but you will no longer be live. Okay.